In today's video, we'll be diving into simple tips and lesser-known strategies to keep your devices safe as you go through airport security. It's more common than you might think for laptops and other devices to be stolen or misplaced during the airport security check. Recently, two TSA agents were caught stealing items right off the conveyor belt at Miami International Airport. But theft isn't the only issue. People often leave behind or accidentally swap their laptops. Many of these stories don't even make the news, and many travelers are heading to Reddit to vent their frustrations instead. Make sure you watch until the end to discover how to prepare your electronics for travel, the best practices for keeping your belongings secure during the screening process, what to do if something goes missing at airport security, and a little-known hack to get the ultimate protection for your devices that if I was an American, I would definitely be using. The first thing you can do to protect your laptop at airport security is to make it stand out. TSA posted on their Instagram account, which is much more clever and interesting than you would expect. A photo showing dozens of laptops that were left behind at Newark Airport in the month of November alone. Apparently, the most common ways laptops are forgotten is when travelers stack bins on top of a bin that has their laptop in it. It might even be another traveler that doesn't see your laptop and begins stacking bins on top of it, which is not hard to imagine given that most laptops are silver or they're gray and they blend in perfectly with the screening bin. In addition to laptops blending in and getting lost between stacked bins, many laptops look the same, and this can lead to accidental swaps or give thieves an easy excuse that it was just an accident that they grabbed your laptop if they ended up being caught in the act. Making your laptop stand out from the gray bins, as well as from other travelers' devices, is as easy as adding a sticker to the exterior. Stickers can stay on laptops as they go through the scanner, while laptop cases typically need to be removed. Personalizing your device can be even more effective if you additionally tape your contact information, like your name, phone number, and email, underneath the laptop. This makes your device identifiable and gives someone a way to reach you, but it still keeps your details more private than if you were to tape the information onto the top of your laptop. Another way to keep your stuff safe would be to activate the tracking feature on your device before you head to the airport. For those using Apple AirTags or Samsung Smart Tags, you know how these little GPS devices can be lifesavers when it comes to finding lost luggage. Locating a misplaced or stolen laptop at airport security can be just as straightforward with the tracking capabilities available on many laptops and devices. I'll put the instructions on how to set up location tracking on Apple devices, as well as those running on other operating systems like Windows, down in the description. And if you have any tips for keeping your stuff safe as you go through airport security, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. You will be doing both myself as well as everyone else watching a massive favor. And of course, while you're down there, consider hitting the subscribe button so you can join us back here for travel tips and hacks every week. We would love to have you back. Obviously, he can't contain his excitement. Another way to keep your valuables and your devices safe at airport security would be learning about common scams at the airport security screening process. One common scam involves a distraction technique where one person engages you in conversation while their accomplice takes your items from the other side of the security line past the body scanner. These scammers could be fellow passengers or even airport officials. Scammers at airport security might also try slipping their bins between your bins to slow you down and separate your items. This creates a distraction, making it easier for them to snatch your belongings while you're delayed. The next tip is to know airport security rules when traveling with your devices to avoid any last-minute surprises and potential confiscations at security. When packing for the airport, figuring out where everything goes, especially with those tricky rules about batteries in checked and carry-on bags, can get confusing. Lithium batteries, which are commonly found in devices like laptops, smartphones, and tablets, can be packed in either checked or carry-on luggage if they are installed in the device. Even though you can put things like your laptop inside of a checked suitcase, you absolutely should never put any devices or anything else that's valuable in a checked suitcase. Instead, you want to keep these items with you at all times to better prevent theft as well as damage. If you're unsure about what's allowed, it's a good idea to check the TSA website for the latest regulations or use the Ask TSA chat feature for real-time clarifications about specific items. I'll include the links to both of these resources below to help you out. And don't forget to pack the charging cords in your carry-on with your device as well. Always head to airport security with a charged device, as an officer may ask you to turn your device on. If your laptop's battery is dead and you can't power it on, you may end up with quite the delay, especially if your charger is packed away in a checked suitcase that may already be on the plane. Note that while customs and security officers can ask you to power on your device, they cannot force a U.S. citizen to give up the password to unlock it. However, it is good to know that if you are asked for a password to your device and you refuse to provide it, the situation can be escalated to local law enforcement, who likely can search your device. When it's time to go through the airport security screening process, there's one simple thing that you can do that will make a big difference in preventing theft, damage, or a device mix-up. Be strategic about the order that you place your items into the screening bins. Start by placing your least valuable items in a bin on the conveyor belt first. This is because items that enter the scanner early will sit unattended on the other side of the security screening process for a longer period of time, which makes them more vulnerable to theft. This is why it's a good idea to let your toiletries or a closed, zipped-up suitcase go through the scanner before putting more valuable items like your wallet or laptop into the screening bins. This strategy of placing your least valuable items into the bins to go through the screening process first not only protects your valuables from being stolen, but it also helps protect them from getting damaged by mistake. At busy airport security lines, it's common for people to accidentally pick up someone else's items or to pick up and even accidentally drop bins that contain someone else's items. It's also a good idea to never rush through the security checkpoint and leave your bags behind. If there is a delay at the conveyor belt that has all of the screening bins on it, including a bin with your valuables, but then there's an open lane at the metal detector, it's completely okay to wait for your bags and bins to move through the scanner before you walk through the body scanner yourself. This helps you keep an eye on your belongings at all times and ensures that you and your belongings stay together, which is going to minimize the risk of theft or loss. If you make it through the security screening process and you realize that your laptop is missing, or if you are about to board your flight and you notice that you don't have it, there are a few things that you can do to greatly increase your chances of getting it back. If you are still in the screening area, start by immediately informing the nearest airport security staff or TSA agent about your missing item. They can help you search for it and check if it was left behind in a security bin. If your device has tracking capabilities, pull it up and use it to help locate it. If you've already reached your gate or you're about to board the flight, inform the airline's gate agent. They can sometimes help by contacting other airport staff and seeing if anything was found. Having that sticker on your laptop to help identify it, as well as your contact information taped to the bottom of your laptop, is going to be very helpful in this situation. Circling back to that TSA Instagram post, they share the advice that when a laptop is left behind, it's recorded in the lost and found log at the airport and stored in a secure location. If you leave a laptop or anything else behind, you can access a list of lost and found phone numbers for each airport at tsa.gov, or you can reach out to our Ask TSA team via Twitter or Facebook Messenger. Knowing what to do if you notice one of your devices is missing while you are at the airport is going to help you act quickly and also prevent a situation where your lost item ends up being sold. Unclaimed items at airports can be destroyed or sold if they are deemed valuable, with proceeds going to the U.S. Treasury to help pay off the national debt. You'll probably want to do everything you can to prevent this, so at the very least, file a claim for your missing item on the TSA website as soon as possible. Next, we will cover why TSA Pre-Check is the ultimate protection against airport security theft in the US and a convenient hack to get TSA Pre-Check benefits in just a few minutes. TSA Pre-Check is especially beneficial for travelers concerned about the theft or damage of their devices, as it allows you to keep your device safely stowed in your bags during the security check as opposed to pulling them out and placing them directly into a screening bin. I was surprised to learn that over 1,000 Staples locations across the US now offer TSA Pre-Check enrollment right on site. If you travel within the US or internationally to and from the US, and you are a US citizen, national, or lawful permanent resident, you can start your enrollment online and then head to a nearby Staples where they'll handle your fingerprints, take a photo, and verify your details, all in just a few minutes. For just around $80, you'll have 5 years of breezing through airport security. Plus, you'll get to keep your shoes, belt, and jacket on, and the TSA claims that about 99% of TSA Pre-Check passengers experience wait times that are less than 10 minutes at the airport security screening. It's both a small time investment and a small price to pay for massive convenience and peace of mind. It's definitely something I would be taking advantage of if I was eligible, which unfortunately I am not. Keeping your belongings safe also means avoiding triggering the body or luggage scanner alarm. Setting them off results in extra screening, which can be stressful and leave you away from your items longer than you need to be. I'll put a video on the screen and link it in the description for you to watch next with practical tips to get through airport security without setting off any alarms. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join us back here for more travel tips and hacks each week, and I'll see you in that next video soon. Bye.